By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to budget and save money. Not through willpower, not through restriction, but through awareness of the mental system your brain is already running. You'll understand how to budget in a way that actually works with your psychology instead of against it. And if you've ever felt like budgeting is a game you keep losing, you'll finally understand why and what to do instead. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel. Before we start on how to budget and save your money, let me tell you a story about Mindy. It's Friday night. Payday. Maya is standing in her kitchen, phone in one hand, takeout menu in the other. Her weekly paycheck just hit $842. Her brain does the fast math. $600 for rent and bills. Like $200 for everything else? I've got room, let me treat myself. DoorDash, $38. A quick stop for just a few things at Target, $64. Late night Amazon scroll, another $52. By Sunday night, her checking account is down to $97. The funny part? She has a savings account with $300 in it. A credit card balance of $2,400. And she's watched 3 videos this week on how to budget and save money. But in her head, that $300 is savings, I can't touch that. The credit card is for emergencies and big stuff. This week's paycheck is spending money as long as the bill's clear. Same dollars, same bank, completely different rules depending on which mental box she drops them in. If you've ever thought, I get paid every week but still feel broke by Monday. I've tried budgeting for beginners, it never sticks. I don't even know how to budget a weekly paycheck without feeling trapped. You're not bad with money. Your brain is just running a strange, invisible system called mental accounting. Here's the twist most people never hear. The main reason people struggle with budgeting is not that they don't know how to budget, it's that their brain's default budgeting system is quietly working against them. Most people searching how to budget and save money don't have a math problem. They have a story problem, the stories their mind tells about each dollar. I'm Real Mo, and this is Moments of Money. For 15 years, I've been a money spending habits psychologist, studying why people overspend, even when they know better. Watching how extra money gets treated like play money, helping people shift from paycheck to paycheck panic to calm, predictable money lives. My whole obsession is simple. How do we make budgeting feel human, not robotic? How do we build systems that work with your psychology, not against it? By the end of this video, you'll walk away with a clear picture of how your brain is secretly budgeting now. A simple way to redesign that system so saving happens automatically. A weekly paycheck flow you can actually live with. And a calmer, more long-term relationship with your money. No guilt. No perfection, just better wiring. Turning mental accounting into a real budget, let's turn this weird brain habit into your biggest budgeting advantage. We'll use 4 principles. Principle 1, one pool, many purposes. What really happens, your brain wants to label money by where it came from. Paycheck money equals bills and basics. Tax refund or bonus equals fun. Side hustle equals extra. That's mental accounting. Useful for survival, terrible for long-term wealth. Why people fail? Because it feels emotionally right. I worked hard for this bonus, I deserve something. It's just extra, it's not like it's rent money. A better rule, every dollar is part of one big pool with different jobs, not different value. When money comes in from anywhere, you run it through the same simple pattern. 1. Future use savings, investing, debt paydown. 2. Fixed bills. 3. True expenses, things that don't happen monthly but are predictable. Car repairs, gifts, travel. 4. Flexible spending, food, fun, everyday life. Example? Instead of treating your tax refund as play money, 50% goes to savings or debt, 30% to true expenses, 20% you absolutely enjoy, guilt-free. Ignore this and windfalls disappear without changing your life. Use it, and every extra dollar quietly speeds up your financial progress. Principle 2, the payday path, how to budget a weekly paycheck. If you get paid weekly or bi-weekly and you're wondering how to budget a weekly paycheck, this is where things usually fall apart. What really happens, weekly paycheck hits. You pay what's screaming the loudest. You keep a mental tally. By midweek, the math in your head falls apart and tapping the card gets easier. Why people fail? They're using memory as a budget. That doesn't work. Your brain is busy, tired, emotional. A better rule? Give every paycheck a pre-written path. Here's a beginner-friendly structure that works for most people, budgeting for beginners without the overwhelm. On every payday, before you spend 10% future freedom savings or debt payoff. Fixed percent bills account, rent, utilities, subscriptions. Small percent true expenses account, car, health, gifts, yearly stuff. Whatever's left. Spending account for food, gas, fun. Maya, from earlier, decides her new weekly flow is 10% to savings, 45% to bills, 15% to true expenses. She sets up automatic transfers on payday morning. By the time she wakes up, her money is already sorted. Ignore this. Every week feels like financial improv. Use it. Your brain no longer has to remember your budget. It just checks what's left in the spending account. That's how to budget and save money on a weekly paycheck without feeling like you're constantly doing math. Principle 3. Match your mental buckets to real buckets. This is the missing link in most budgeting for beginners advice. Your mind already has categories. Can't touch money. Kinda okay to spend money. Free money. Right now, those categories don't match reality. They're emotional. Why people fail? They keep one big checking account and try to remember what's for what. Or they make a perfect spreadsheet that doesn't connect to how they actually see their money. A better rule, build 3-4 real accounts that match your mental accounts. For example, 1. Bills account, rent, utilities, subscriptions, money leaves here automatically. 2. Spending account, groceries, gas, eating out, daily life. 3. Future freedom account, savings plus investing. 4. Optional, true expense account, car repairs, annual fees, gifts, trips. On payday, your money flows into these on purpose. Jordan tried budgeting apps, envelopes, spreadsheets. Nothing stuck. Then he did this. His paycheck lands in account A. Same day, automation sends 40% to bills, 15% to future freedom, 10% to true expenses. The rest stays for weekly spending. Now his budget is literally open the spending account. If there's $90 left and it's Wednesday, he knows his pace. Ignore this. Your brain keeps guessing and every purchase feels like negotiation. Use it. You still have freedom, but inside clear visual limits your brain can handle. This is budgeting that works with mental accounting instead of pretending it doesn't exist. Principle 4. Make good choices automatic and bad choices slightly inconvenient. Your money behavior is driven less by plans and more by emotion in the moment. Stress, comfort, spending. Boredom, scrolling, and buying. Social pressure. Just put it on the card. Why people fail? They build budgets that assume they'll be disciplined 24/7. Real life doesn't work that way. Design your environment, not just your intention. Automate the good. Savings, debt payments, investments. Add friction to the tempting. Delay, separation, tiny rules. Simple strategies. 2-4 hour rule for non-essentials over a certain amount. Remove saved cards from shopping sites. Keep your future freedom money at a different bank so you can't drain it with one tap. Sam wanted to start investing but kept meaning to. He set up $50 every paycheck automatically into a simple index fund. A rule, if I want to splurge over $100, I wait one sleep. 6 months later, he still buys things he loves. But that one sleep killed about half of his impulse buys. His investments actually exist now. Not perfect, but real. Ignore this. Your budget depends on willpower, and willpower taps out. Use it. Systems carry you when your mood doesn't. What's really driving your budgeting struggles? Let's zoom out and layer in the psychology. Most how-to-budget advice skips this part. Instant gratification. Your brain heavily prefers a small reward now over a much larger invisible reward later, compounding savings, less stress. Mental accounting helps it justify that this is fun money anyway. Social pressure and identity spending. You might overspend on going out, clothes, or tech because they protect how you want to be seen. In your mind, that spending lives in a sacred "I can't be the boring one" category. Comfort spending. When you're tired or anxious, buying becomes a micro-escape. Budgets break, not because you don't understand them, but because your brain is trying to regulate emotion. Future self disconnect. Future you feels like a stranger. So borrowing from them with credit cards or skipping savings doesn't feel like hurting anyone. Avoidance behavior. Not checking statements, only glancing at one account, avoiding the full picture. Your brain thinks, if I don't look, I don't have to feel bad. Good budgeting, especially budgeting for beginners, is not about being a robot. It's about anticipating these human patterns and building a money system that assumes you're going to be tired, tempted, emotional, and still protects you. That's what mental accounting, used consciously, can do. Let's put this into human lives. Case 1. Maya, weekly paycheck chaos to calm. Before weekly paycheck hits, she freehands everything. Tells herself, just don't overspend. Uses one big checking account. Savings only happens if there's something left. There never is. After applying the principles, sets a fixed payday path. 10% future freedom, 45% bills, 15% true expenses, rest spending. Opens separate accounts for bills and future freedom. Automates transfers the morning of payday. 6 months later, same income, a few hundred saved, credit card balance finally going down. Still eats out, still has fun, but within the spending account, not from everywhere. Budgeting stopped being a moral test and became a simple system. Case 2. Andre, extra money that finally meant something. Before, Andre drives Uber on weekends. Side hustle money feels like bonus cash. He spends it on nights out, gadgets, random treats. Keeps telling himself, one day this will be for investing. After learning mental accounting, he makes a new rule. All side income equals 70%. Future freedom, 30%. Fun. He automates transfers from his main account to investments whenever Uber pays out. 1 year later, no big lifestyle change. But his extra money has turned into an actual investment account balance. For the first time, he sees how to budget and save money without feeling like he's punishing himself. Before, constant low-level stress. Afraid to open banking apps. Feeling like I'm just bad at budgeting. After, same job, same income. Clear, predictable plan each payday. A growing sense of, I know what my money is doing. That's the shift from paycheck living to surplus living. Not because the numbers magically changed, but because the system did. If you've watched this far, you already know. You don't just need another how to budget template. You need a way of handling money that respects how your brain actually works. You're now someone who understands that all dollars are equal, no matter where they came from. Knows that mental accounting is real and can be redesigned to serve you. Gives every paycheck a clear path before emotions get involved. Uses multiple accounts to make the budget visible, not just theoretical. Protects future you automatically, instead of waiting for when I make more. Wealth for most people is not built through big dramatic moves. It's built through small, boring, consistently repeated decisions, 10% to savings before you see it, $50 a paycheck into an index fund. Canceling the subscription you might use again someday. Waiting one day before big impulse buys. Systems over motivation. Awareness over anxiety. Slow, steady progress over fast, fragile wins. If you were searching for how to budget and save money, the real answer is this. Understand your brain's strange way of budgeting money, then quietly, gently redesign it. I'm Real Mo. This is Moments of Money. And this is where your old money story starts to change.